right, here I'm at the community garden. Mr. Troy, thank you so much for meeting me out here at the community garden.
How are you?
Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I purchased this garden and I have no idea how to use the water irrigator.
Well, first off, let me just correct you very gently. This is actually called an irrigation controller, and I'd be glad to show you how to use it.
That would be fantastic. Looking to grow all my vegetables for my family. So any help you can give me today would be much appreciated.
I'd be glad to do so. I must preface this. Springtime, it's North Texas. Everybody gets delusions of grandeur and wants to flex their green thumb, so to speak. But you cannot do so without knowing how to properly distribute your water. I'd be glad to show you how to do that. Your irrigation controller usually starts off in the off position. We are going to set the clock first. When you turn the dial to set clock, align that with the screen. You'll be within that parameter so we can make adjustments. The time right now is 3:45. We'll hold this button down. The longer you hold it, the faster the numbers will move. Once you've done so, it says press OK to select, and we're going to make sure we lock that in. Now it's asking us what day of the week it is. We're going to go right to Tuesday. Again, press OK to select. Now that the clock has been set, it'll show at the top screen Tuesday, 3:45 p.m. Now we're going to change the dial to the next setting where it's asking us to set a start time. We are going to start it at 6 a.m. We like 6 a.m. When you're dealing with the Texas heat, you want to distribute water at a point in the day where you can maximize water absorption through the soil and the roots that you have. So we'll leave that first start time at 6 a.m. We'll select OK. Now once you select that first start time, it will ask you at the bottom if you'd like to add another start time. It's already on the no selection. We'll press up and we'll get to the yes selection because we would like to water 2 times a day during the summertime. We've already got a start time at 6 a.m. It'd be best to have one in the evening as well.
Perfect.
You can set this as late or as early as you'd like. You want to pick times that allow you to have maximum absorption through your soil and your roots. We'll go with 6 a.m. and just for now we'll go with 6 p.m. We will select that. Now at the top of the screen you see that it's Tuesday 3:46 p.m. and you have 2 watering times set up for this controller. We will turn this dial now to the set duration, and this is how long the water will be distributed throughout your plot.
And how long is an average time for this garden plot?
With these particular garden plots, they're set up to distribute a little bit more than a half a gallon per hour. What we typically will do is set it up between 40 to 45 minutes, maybe for the summertime. And we are set. Now the next portion of the dial asks for you to set the run days. As of now, it's set up Monday through Sunday. The best way to do these particular plots is to irrigate every single day, twice a day, especially during the Texas heat. For each one of them, press OK as you go down the list. If you see it on the side here and it already lists that day has actually already been set up for you. As it shows here, we are watering Monday through Sunday, 2 times a day. Obviously there is an off setting. Once we get done setting it all up, we will go to auto. On the auto screen, you can see that it says Tuesday, 3:47 p.m. 2 times a day we're going to be watering, 7 days a week. It'll even show you the run times, the start time, and the duration. So you got 6 a.m., 6 p.m., and then 4:40 minutes is what it's going to be watering. It will run through these cycles on its own based on the parameters that you just now set up.
Wow.
Okay?
That was easy.
It's pretty easy. Once you've set this up, you're good to go. You should test your irrigation system within your plot to ensure that everything is working properly. Down here at the bottom, you have water now, and you have cancel watering. We'll hit water now. It initially sets up with 10 minutes. We don't need to run it for 10 minutes. We can run it for 1 just to check and make sure that everything within the plot is working.
Let's see if the water is flowing.
We'll run it for 1 minute to inspect the garden and make sure that it runs properly. And you should hear it come on.
Wow. Very cool.
And all you're trying to do is make sure you don't have any geysers, make sure that you can see that the water is being distributed out of each of the perforations, and then you're in good shape.
Well, Mr. Troy, I cannot thank you enough. This has been an absolute educational experience for me. Thank you.
Sir. Happy growing.